Good morning, Year 3. Welcome to Tuesday for your Week 2 Maths Term 5, and we are carrying on our money problem solving this morning. We're actually going to start by revealing one of your possible answers for yesterday's challenge. So you were asked to find the possible amounts of money that I might have had in my purse, and I told you I had 5 coins. They could have been the same, they could have been different. So there's lots and lots of answers. This is not the only answer. There's lots of combinations to find, lots of answers to find. But I just wanted to tell you, for a bit of fun, the actual amount of money, the actual coins, the 5 coins that I do have today in my purse. Okay, so if you did get this answer, then well done. But as I said, lots of answers are correct. So I actually had a £1 coin, a penny, 2 pence, 50 pence and 5 pence. Okay, so let's just add up the total of those coins. I'll start with £1 because it's the biggest value. So I've got £1, if you do this with me as I go, and 50 pence. So that's £1.50. And then another 5 pence. So that's £1 and 55 pence. Adding 2 pence. 5 add 2 is 7, so £1.57. And finally, adding your extra penny, 1 more pence, so that's £1.58. So I had £1.58 in my purse, made up of those coins. So, well done if you got that combination. There are lots of answers for the challenge from yesterday. And I wonder actually, did anybody find what would be the least amount of money I could possibly have had? And what would have been the largest amount of money I could have possibly had? I'd be interested for you to let me know if you discovered what those answers were. So, moving on, we are going to do a really exciting activity today. We're going to make our own shop. Okay, I made a little shop that I'm going to show you in a moment. But we're going to set up our own shop and then do our maths based on that. So next to this video on our Year 3 page, you will find this sheet. Okay, and this sheet just outlines what it is you need to do today. So if you forget what I say or you want to refer to it, it is all on the sheet. Okay, it outlines our LO, which is to use mental strategies. So using our head, using maths in our head, and also we might use some column addition or some number line work to go along with it, to add amounts of money and to calculate change. We're going to talk about that a bit later on. Okay. So the you will need part of your sheet is where we're going to start, and I'm going to tell you now what you need to successfully set up a little shop at home. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to find 5 items, okay, anything around your house, and lay them out on the table or on the floor and label them with 5 different prices. You could use a piece of paper to label them, or post-it note, or make your own price tags. Be as creative as you like, and the amounts that I want you to label them for are actually on this sheet. Okay, so we've got one was going to be 50 pence, 176 pence, 143 pence, one £1.45, and one will be £1.30. Okay, once you've done this first task, you can always add more items and use higher amounts of money to challenge yourself, but just for now, let's stick with those 5 items and those 5 prices. Okay, so that's your first thing you need to do. Get those things from around your house, get those price tags on them, get your shop set up, and I will show you what my shop looks like now. Okay, so I have got one item. I've got a teddy bear here for £2.50, £2.50. I've got a book for £3.20. I've got a chocolate orange for 75 pence, a jar of pencils for £1.20, an Easter egg for £1.50, and some bananas for 58 pence. Okay, so there is my shop all set up and labelled. Hopefully you've got something that looks similar. And now we're going to tell you what I'd like you to do when you have got your shop ready. Okay, so hopefully your shop is all ready to go. And now we're going to practice adding together the cost of items in your shop. So start with just adding 2 amounts together. Okay, you could add up 3 amounts, 4 amounts, but start with just 2. And you can do this by yourself, or you could even do it with people that you live with, people at home, if they want to come to your shop, buy some of your things, and you can practice some of the maths with them. Okay, we're going to start by adding together the cost of my Easter egg, which is £1.20, and my pencils, which are £1.50. Okay, so you can choose a couple of items in your shop and add them together just the same. Now, for this £1.20 and £1.50, I'm going to use a mental strategy. I think I can do that in my head. I don't need to use a written down method. You might want to do some jottings, but you can do this one in your head. So £1.50 and £1.20, I would use some partitioning, okay? So I'm going to think, first of all, I'll add my pounds together, and then I will add my pence together. And I know you did this last week with Miss Cook, so you should be experts now. So I've got £1 add £1 equals £2. Okay, they are my pounds from those amounts. And then my pence, I've got 50 pence add 20 pence equals 70 pence. Okay, and then I add together my two answers for the pounds and the pence. £2 add 70 pence equals £2.70. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So that's a good mental strategy to use. You can do some partitioning, you can do it in your head. Now, sometimes you may wish to use column addition or method to help you. So if I was going to buy my chocolate orange for 75 pence and my bananas for 58 pence, 75 for 58, you might do that in your head, but we might think about doing that as a column addition. Okay, so I will write that down. I can write my tens and ones and my pence. Now, which column do I start in? The ones, okay. So 5 add 8 is 13. Write down my 3, carry my 10. 70 add 50 is 120. I can think of it as 7 add 5 to help, which would be 12. But I do also have this one here to add in as well. So it will be 13 or 130. So I just need to write that down as 133 pence. Now I wouldn't say in a shop 133 pence. I would say £1 and 33 pence. And you know that because there's 100 pennies in your pound. So to write that down, I would just write my pound sign and my decimal point. So it's £1 and 33 pence. Okay, I will just show you one more example of using a column addition where perhaps you have a different number of digits to add. So if I was to buy my teddy bear for £2.50, and let's do again my chocolate orange for 75 pence. Okay, let's see how that would look as a column addition. £2.50 and 75 pence. Now you could write it as 250 pence and 75 pence, that would be fine. I am going to keep it as £2.50. I'm going to have my decimal point here, okay, and my pound sign. So I've got £2.50 and 75 pence. Now it's very important that you write the 75 pence under this 50 pence rather than writing it anywhere else. Okay, make sure you've got it in the correct columns. So we'll draw our lines. We start in our ones. 0 add 5 is 5. 50 add 70 again is 12 or 120. 5 add 7 is 12. Okay, now this time when I carry my 10 over, I must put in my decimal point. It separates the number of pounds and the number of pence. And then I've got £2 here, no pounds here, and £1 here. So it's £3 and 25 pence. Okay, so that is how I would add maybe amounts, and there are different numbers of digits. Just make sure you're lining them up correctly. Okay, so just experiment, add together different items in your shop, see how much it costs. You could challenge yourself to add together all of the items in your shop. That could be quite tricky, but it could be a good challenge. Do it in pairs and then add them together kind of thing. And next I'm going to tell you, when you've done lots of adding up, we're going to do some calculating of change, okay? So that's coming up next. Okay, so the next thing to think about is calculating change. So somebody came into your shop and they gave you more money than the items cost. You need to work out how much change they need. So we're going to be pretending that people are coming into our shop with a £5 note. So they're paying £5, 500 pennies for their items. So earlier we worked out that an egg and my pencils cost £2.50 together. Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to use a number line to calculate how much change they would need from a £5 note. So you draw your number line, okay, like so, and you put the lowest number, so the amount that they're actually spending, the cost of the items at the beginning, which is £2.50 in this case, and then how much they're paying with at the end of the number line, which is £5. And then you're going to count up from this amount to this amount. Okay, we've done this before in school. So think about trying to jump up to either your nearest 10 or your nearest 100, okay, to make it easier for you. So from £2.50, because it's quite a round number already, it's a multiple of 10, I'm going to add on 50 pence to get to £3. Okay, so you want to get to your pounds in terms of money. So I'm adding on 50 pence to get to £3. Now I just need to get from £3 to £5. So I can do that in one jump, can't I? Because I know the difference between £3 and £5 is how many pounds? It's £2, isn't it? Okay, so I know that I can jump up from £3 to £5 and I can just add on £2. So to work out how much change I need to give altogether, it's just the difference between these two amounts. Add your jumps together, 50 pence and £2, and that equals £2.50. Okay, let's write that underneath. And that's showing you how you can calculate change. Okay, I will just do one more quick example where the numbers are perhaps not quite so straightforward as that one. So let's think about it. Our chocolate orange was 75 pence and my Easter egg was £1.20, so that was equaling £1.95, okay? So I've worked that bit out. I draw my number line. Again, somebody is paying with a £5 note. The amount at the beginning is £1.95. So because I'm not already on a multiple of 10, I'm on £1.95, I think, what do I add to get to my nearest multiple of 10, or my nearest multiple of 100 in this case, my nearest pound, which would be I add 5 pence to jump up the £2. Okay? And then, just as before, I now can do a big jump from £2 all the way to £5 to 3, 4, 5. I'm adding on £3. I add my £3 and my 5 pence together, and I've got £3 and 5 pence. And make sure when you write that, there are no tenths, so you're actually writing it as £3 and 5 pence, like that. Okay, so that's your final task. Keep adding amounts of money together in your shop and then calculate the change. It's all on the sheet for you to have a look at. So good luck, enjoy being a shopkeeper, enjoy doing some pretend shopping, and I will see you all tomorrow.